Hello, my name is Ashley Bowman, and I'll be presenting the year-end performance report for Ferris, Inc. I was in a group with Christian and Brock from the R&D department, myself in marketing, Gabby in production, and Jared in finance. Our company value proposition is simple. We focus on reliability while also bringing in the best products to suit everyone's needs. We're constantly upgrading and creating new products that will please both our stockholders and our customers. Our company strategy that we chose was the differentiator strategy. We wanted to maintain a high market share in all segments, doing so by keeping up-to-date products that were as close to the ideal spot as possible each round. Our strategy by department and R&D was again to invest in staying as close to the ideal spot as possible in each segment, and wanted to release our products around June or July of each year. In marketing, we knew we wanted to invest heavily and spend a lot in order to maintain customer awareness and availability. In production, we wanted to keep a buffer above our forecast in order to leave some room for taking up some potential market share. We also wanted to utilize automation to reduce the cost of our products. And in finance, we were going to use long-term debt to finance our large investments and supplement the remainder by issuing stock. In round one, we did put a buffer on top of our forecast, and it worked out well as we ended up selling more than our potential in each segment. We were also aggressive in marketing, which made us a top contender in market share and customer awareness across the board. Although we did fumble the pricing in low because we weren't paying attention to the market's priorities. We're priced a little bit too high. This is a graph showing how our actual sales outperformed our potential across the board in round one. In round two, again, we did keep a buffer and we ended up overproducing and sold more than we expected. Our promo budget helped again as we maintained a high customer awareness and market share. Although we messed up and didn't buy capacity in round one, and we started seeing the effects of that in round two as we had to dip a little bit into a second shift. Also, across the board, the industry dropped their prices really low, which we didn't expect, so we were $1 higher across the board. This is a graph showing a relationship between our aggressive promo budget in round two and how it affected our customer awareness. In round three, we utilized our plant well and operated just below 100%, which is ideal. Although we did invest pretty low in TQM compared to our competition, so the results we reaped were not as fruitful as we expected or wanted. Most of our competition invested almost the maximum amount in every single section, and we were a lot more conservative. Also here, we start to see Chester and Digby, some of their products float into the traditional segment, which definitely saturated the market more, and it proved to infiltrate some of our potential sales. And this is when we started realizing our competition are likely starting to use a life cycle approach and will be introducing new products. This is a graph showing our plant utilization by segment. In round four, we were left with a lot of excess capacity because of those groups who decided to float into the traditional and saturating the market. So we were left over with a lot of product in inventory. So we decided to undercut our price in an effort to undercut the competition, and it worked because we sold through almost all of that excess capacity. Although with those products in the market, our market share did slightly decrease from the round before. This is a graph comparing round three and round four. As you could see in fast, feet, and fume, we sold through all of that excess inventory that we had in round four, despite the competition dripping into those markets. In round five, we did gain a little bit of our market share back, and our potential market share was equal to our actual sales in nearly every single round. We did notice that we didn't invest quite enough in our sales budget because our customer availability ranking did go a little low compared to our competition. Also, we overproduced again because teams continued to release new products and oversaturate the market. This is a graph that shows our actual and potential market share nearly equal across every segment in round 5. In round 6, we did decide to cut back on our production and sell off extra capacity in order to help our cash flows, and also because we weren't releasing any new products and a lot of other groups did. So we kind of anticipated that we wouldn't be selling as much as we did in previous rounds. We did maintain our pricing strategy, which was to be one of the highest, but not the highest, and then also continue to spend aggressively in promotion and sales. Although we did see in the end that we could have produced more because our actual market share was less than our potential in each segment. Overall, we outperformed our projections across the board in profit and market share. Some of our best decisions made were to use around a 3-month buffer every single round, especially early on, because we were able to soak up a lot more potential market share. Also, we invested really aggressively in sales and marketing, and that helped a lot to keep our customer awareness high despite new products entering the market. Our worst decisions were definitely underestimating the effect that new products would have on our business. We kept an eye on it and saw them coming in, but we didn't quite adjust our strategy enough to deal with the repercussions of that. We learned overall how all business decisions are interconnected across marketing, R&D, production, and finance, and how they can affect outputs such as ROA, our stock price, the profit of our business, and our market share. Thank you.